Using an input statement is very useful because a lot of times when you run a program, you may want the user of your program to enter some information. So let's, for example, inside our main function, we want them to give us their name. So whoever's using the program, enter their name. So the first thing we need to do is if they're going to input something, we need a place to save what they're inputting. So we need a variable, and we're going to call this user name. And notice this is the proper way to write a variable. If you have more than one word, you combine them. You don't put any spaces because Python will be confused if you put spaces. Variable names have to be just like one word, but I can put multiple words in there, and you capitalize any second and third words that are in there if you have more than one word. You don't capitalize the beginning. This is good code right here to use a variable name like this, username. And then I'm going to say, what is the username? And I said it's an input. And if I just do that, username equals input, when I run the program, this window pops up for the user to type. But notice, if the user doesn't see my code, and this just pops up, what are they supposed to put there? 55 hot dogs. You know, they don't even know what they're supposed to do. Whatever they enter, it just saved it under username. So anytime you use an input statement, it's really good programming to tell the user what they're supposed to do when that box pops up. Please enter your name. Now look what happens. The box says, please enter your name right there in the pop-up. So this is good for the user so they understand what we're looking for. Oh, I am Mr. Brock. And they hit OK. Now notice nothing happened because we didn't tell it to do anything with it. We have only established a variable, and we've given the variable a value that's typed in by the user of the program. So if we're going to do something with it, generally you want to do something like, let's add a print statement that says, hello, and then concatenate username. And I have to spell this exactly the same. I have to capitalize the exact same things. If I put username like this, for example, when we run this, it's going to pop up and let me enter my name. And then it's going to say, uh-oh, username is not defined. Python doesn't know what that is. What is username? You want me to print it, but I don't even know what it is. A capital U is not the same as a lowercase u. And so Python sees these two variables as entirely different. So if we correct this to be a lowercase u, now when we run the program, Mr. Brock, hello, Mr. Brock. So that's how we use an input statement in Python.